Hi, this is Greg McCoach, editor of the Mining Speculator. I'm here today with President and CEO Mike Devji of NORA Metals. Mike, this is our third such interview with Metals Investor Forum. I want to make sure that people who would like to see some of our previous interviews, they could either go to the Metals Investor Forum and see a copy of it there, or on your own website, norametals.com. So anyway, this third interview, we've covered all the basic information, I think, in previous interviews. This interview, I want to really focus on the exploration permit and drilling permit update, and really go from, go into more of some of the big support that we're getting with the company behind the scenes. So let's first get the update on the drill and exploration permits.
Thank you, Greg. Since our last interview, which was, I think, about 6-7 weeks ago, that's when we had applied for the permits, and there's a lot of work that has to go into all that process. So we're moving along pretty nicely, Greg. I think the first time when we met, I told you that the Norwegian government is very proactive. They're encouraging people like us to come in, and they're helping out on the permitting process and making it very easy. So we've now found out that it's actually not that hard to apply for permits there. So 2 permits that we applied for, one for the Bleikvassli mine, and on the Bleikvassli mine, we applied for 2 permits. One was for the exploration permit, and one was for drilling permit. Okay, and I think they're kind of more intertwined together. But we just found out that as of yesterday, we have the exploration permit, which is the initial permit that was approved. And formal approval will probably be forthcoming to us here in the next little bit here. On the drilling side, we've had no resistance or any negatives that have come out, other than we are now waiting for the presentation that we've made to the Sami, who really don't get in the way of our property, but we just wanted to make sure that they were aware of who we are, and there would be some strangers kind of moving equipment up in the grazing area that may be part of their area. But other than that, I think once that is formally done, which should be done by now, hopefully. We had to convert it from English into Norwegian, and that was happening as of 2 days ago. So I'm hoping that by this weekend it'll get done. Once that's done, the process may take another week, 10 days, and I think that that part of the permit will get done. The second permit for us is for the Meråker. And that's mostly not as difficult, because we're not doing a lot of disturbing of the ground or anything, and that we're hoping to hear back, because that was filed 2 weeks after the Bleikvassli permit was filed. So that we're hoping should be approved here, hopefully in the next 10 days or so. On the bright side, the Norwegian government has done a geophysics, geochem, airborne MEG survey on the whole country of Norway, which is a big surprise for us, because that's all money that we don't have to spend, and that's just about to complete. And what we're trying to do right now is we're trying to hire a company that would go in there into 2 of our properties and do a detailed air mag, and maybe do a ZTEM survey, more detailed, so then it gives us much better targets. So I think a lot of this stuff is evolving and is beginning to move forward, and I think a lot of it will formalize as we get financed here, which we are looking to do in the next little bit here. We filed for a prospectus. It's a full-blown prospectus, and we're just going through the final deficiencies of that, and hoping that we get the approval anytime. It's a day-to-day thing, as you know, with the Securities Commission, whatever time it takes them. But majority of the work is done. All the 43-101s are updated, so they're on our website. All the agreements are in good shape. The company basically is clean. And this is the first time that a full-blown prospectus has happened in this company since it was created as a shell back when we acquired it a long time ago, 5 years ago. So a lot of this stuff is happening as we speak. And I think we're hoping here that the month of June becomes where the financing is in place and we start the process of moving forward with the property.
No, that's exciting. Just for those who may not know that we're drilling, I mean, we're working in Norway. You mentioned the Sami, that's the local native group. Why don't you just...
So the Sami are very similar to the indigenous group in Canada. And of course, you know, they have their own way of doing things and they have their own culture. And basically, you know, they want to make sure that we respect their culture and we respect their ways of living, and we make sure that, you know, we do not create any damage or into their grazing areas as we're moving equipment around. So part of the meetings that we've had so far with them is to make sure that they feel and understand that, look, we're you know, here to stay for a long time, and we want to respect their culture, and we want to make sure that they're working with us as far as you know, they should know where when we're coming in there, what kind of equipment's coming, and if there's any drill rigs or any heavy equipment, that we put a fence around it in case there's any grazing ground or animals that are in the area, so they don't get harmed. The one thing we've just found out is that there is a Sami group in Norway that actually owns the drilling company. So
well, that's good news then.
Yeah, so that's very, very good to hear, and that would be another company that we would be looking to sort of get a bid for our drill program as we get more active. So all good things.
No, that's good. So with that in mind, the other part of this interview I wanted to deal with is go into the fact that we have a very strong deep pocket partner behind us, and that's EMX Royalty.
Oh, definitely, Greg, definitely. I think EMX has been extremely helpful. They have gone way beyond their way to help us out, and I have to really thank the group over at EMX for getting as much of the help that I've had so far. And as you know, during COVID days, it's really difficult to move things around or move people around. And they have managed to create an infrastructure in Norway and Sweden, and which is what we're piggybacking on. And I think that's a very big plus for us. And they've told us, in fact, both David Cole and all their senior staff have gone out of their way to tell us that, look, we're here to help you. If you need help, just ask. And, you know, we have a lot of resources that you can use. So we're actually sharing a lot of that stuff with them right now as we speak.
No, this is very good. You know, I'm a longtime supporter of EMX Royalty, been a recommendation in my company for many, many years. And we've done very well with that. It's exciting to see that, you know, they're a big part behind the scenes. So that's very exciting. And I think we'll just leave it at that. We're at the 9-minute mark here. So any last minute things you want to say, Mike, before we close up?
I think the only thing I'd like to maybe say is that for like the last 18 months, it's been pretty tough to work in this business. You know, there's a lot of issues that have come up, and it's finally nice to see that, you know, the market's cooperating, the metal market is looking extremely good. And for us, I think this is very, very nice time to start working again. And I'm very encouraged right now.
Yeah, I agree. I think our timing here is really all coming together. The planets are aligning for NORA Metals right now. So at its current share price, I would say this is a very good speculative buy at current levels. I think once the permits are all received and we're moving forward, I think the stock's going to creep up quite a bit here. So it's a recommendation, my newsletter, and very excited to be on board, Mike. I think you're going to have a good.
Thank you, Greg. Appreciate your help.